Ya estamos conectados con la actriz Ruth Wilson, quien interpreta a su abuela de la vida real en la serie de DIRECTV, Mrs. Wilson. Hello, Ruth. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very good, very happy to be connected with you and to be able to talk about this amazing experience. And I want to start by asking you to tell our audience what's the main story of Mrs. Wilson.
Mrs. Wilson is it's a very personal and special story to me because it's about my own grandmother, Alison Wilson, who, when her husband died in 1963, she then discovered that he wasn't quite the man he claimed to be. And Mrs. Wilson is kind of the journey of her finding out who her husband was, all the secrets and lies that how he lived his life with deception. And through it, she learns about who she is, really, in the process of that. But yeah, it's full of, it's very dramatic, and it's about forgiveness and family and betrayal and secrets and lies. And it's my own personal story, family story. So.
And I understand many people encourage you to take this story to the TV screen. What was it that convinced you to do it?
The fact that it's such a good story. I mean, every time I told the story to people, friends or family or any acquaintances I met, they all were amazed and sort of gobsmacked by what an extraordinary story it was. So I thought, well, this, at the heart of it, yes, it's a personal story and it's personal to me and it's extraordinary for my family, but every person I tell is like, this is amazing, you have to make this into a drama. So if people keep telling you that, you go, well, okay, it's good enough to tell. And it's a story that for some reason is worth telling and will resonate, not just on my level, but on a very personal level with people about families and about the secrets that exist in families and the discovery of who our parents or our grandparents are. And they're not the people we think they are. And they're not the people we make them out to be.
So once you were decided to go forward with this, because I know you've been, looking forward to get the production done, did you know from the beginning that you wanted to portray her on camera?
I think that it was always probably inevitable that I would portray her, but I kind of wanted to portray her because I felt like it was the only way I could really tell her. I could serve her in the best possible way. I wanted to serve my granny fully, and that didn't mean in the way of making her sympathetic. I actually wanted to show every side of her. And I wondered that another actress playing the role, if they had me sort of looking over their shoulder, they might not, they might sort of play her into sort of good a light. I wanted to show all sides of her, that the duality of humans and how she was complicit in the denial and in the secrets as much as my grandfather was. So for me, I thought that was really important. And I mean, but there were moments when I thought, why have I done this? Because it's too close, it's really hard. And I felt the huge burden of responsibility to my family in portraying her and getting her right, and serving the story properly.
And I guess that's why I've read that you've said in an interview that it was the most difficult character for you to play. Is that why?
Yeah, I think it was really hard. There was a huge responsibility. And you have responsibility sometimes when you're playing characters in much loved books. But this was a family member that I knew very well. She died when I was 21 years old. And my dad's mother, and it was the burden and responsibility, not just to my very close immediate family, but then all the other family members that you'll see in the drama that come out from the woodwork, these extended family members that we never knew about. So I had to serve their family stories too, and their mothers and their father. And it was a burden of not only playing her, but telling their stories and doing that with humility and with truth.
So, especially that you just said that, how did they react when they saw it for the first time? Your family, your father?
Yeah, it was amazing, actually. It was probably one of the most profound things that's happened to me. We had 50 family members, and we all watched it in a cinema, a small cinema. and we watched it before it went out on the TV. And there were 50 of us in that room together, and there was a 5-minute silence at the end, and everyone was in tears. Yeah, it was extraordinary. It was very moving, and it brought us all together as a family even more so. And that's the one thing from this, the redemption of the whole piece, and you'll watch it, is despite what this man did, what my grandfather did, there was a huge love that's bonded with the family that he created, and he's responsible for all these people that exist. And we are very close as a result of it.
That's very moving, but there's a story, it's kind of funny, I think. You had to shoot a scene where you give birth to your dad, right?
Yeah.
How weird was that?
The other thing that was weird, I mean, that was also what was incredibly hard, was I was playing someone I knew, and I was acting with people that were playing my dad and my uncle. So it was very strange. Like you say, there's one scene where I had to give birth to my dad, who's called Nigel, and that's just not something you ever think you'll ever have.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
A bit of a head, yeah. I found myself thinking, what on earth am I doing? What is this?
I'm sure it's a great experience for you. It has been a great experience, and we are very eager to watch it here in Latin America. Thank you so much for being with us.
I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
We will.